In a field characterized by uniformity, a few actors have taken the bold step to confront the influence of woke culture in Hollywood, igniting discussions about free speech and creative liberty. These courageous people represent a challenge to the wave of political correctness. Chris Pratt, renowned for his performances in major films such as Guardians of the Galaxy and Jurassic World, has emerged as an unexpected participant in the current discussion about woke culture. In contrast to many of his contemporaries, Pratt has opted for a route of subtle defiance instead of outspoken disagreement, allowing his deeds, or inactions, to convey significant meaning. The dispute regarding him started when he notably chose not to take part in a Joe Biden fundraiser, an occasion where many of his Avengers co-stars openly supported the political initiative.
Crisis or
a racist, abusive coward who could permanently damage the fabric of our society.
His absence ignited a surge of online criticism, with detractors alleging that he held conflicting political beliefs or was apathetic toward the relevant issues.
The question is,
radical left.
Will you shut up, man?
Listen, who is on your list, Joe?
Amid the turmoil, Pratt opted for silence instead of conflict, declining to engage in the polarizing rhetoric that frequently defines Hollywood discussions. This decision led to a surge of backing from his peers, such as Robert Downey Jr. and Mark Ruffalo, who expressed their views on Pratt's character and emphasized the importance of honoring his personal decisions. Downey Jr. praised him as a genuine Christian who adheres to principles, emphasizing Pratt's character for compassion, modesty, and unwavering convictions, a notable endorsement in an industry often characterized by division. Pratt's unwavering dedication to his principles and labor has turned him into an emblem of silent resistance. Many perceive his method as a plea for Hollywood to embrace true diversity, not merely of race or gender, but also of ideas and convictions. His talent for preserving authenticity under intense examination connects with audiences seeking voices that confront the dominant narrative without yielding to hostility or aggression. In a time when fitting in often seems necessary, Pratt's quiet resistance highlights the strength of being authentic. Gina Carano. Gina Carano, formerly lauded as an emerging talent on Disney's The Mandalorian, turned into a key figure in the discussion surrounding Hollywood's cancel culture. Her decline in reputation started with a contentious social media update where she compared the treatment of contemporary Republicans to the victimization of Jews during the Holocaust. This comparison sparked significant outrage, prompting Disney to quickly terminate her contract, labeling the post as abhorrent and unacceptable. For numerous individuals, Carano's dismissal emerged as a focal point, representing the increasing friction between creative liberty and corporate responsibility within the entertainment sector. Critics contended that her comparison minimized historical atrocities, whereas supporters upheld her freedom to voice contentious viewpoints without facing professional backlash. Instead of stepping back from the spotlight, Carano seized the chance to carve out her own direction. She collaborated with The Daily Wire, a platform recognized for opposing mainstream narratives and advocating for free speech. Her initial film with the company, Terror on the Prairie, represented more than a project. It was a testament to resilience. The Western-themed film, highlighting her resilience and resistance, attracted notice as a daring contrast to the Hollywood establishment she had abandoned. Carano has stayed unrepentant in discussions, emphasizing her dedication to upholding her convictions. She depicts her experience as a lesson in remaining authentic, even when faced with significant pressure to fit in. Her experience highlights the possibility of transformation beyond conventional entertainment frameworks, acting as both a warning and an uplifting model for those who refuse to compromise their beliefs. Bill Maher. Bill Maher, a veteran liberal comedian and the host of HBO's Real Time with Bill Maher, has become an unexpected opponent of the left's growing strict adherence to woke culture. Famous for his keen humor and unwavering candor.
Does. Because again, we haven't reinvented Homo sapiens since Crystal Pepsi came out.
Maher has emerged as one of the rare individuals in the liberal establishment ready to challenge what he views as the restrictive essence of political correctness. Via his HBO platform, Maher has criticized several elements of the woke ideology, emphasizing how its extreme nature frequently detracts from the very issues it aims to support. In one of his most frequently circulated statements, Maher confidently stated, "The left has lost its mind."
A few weeks ago, Fox News' Dana Perino, a former Bush press secretary, suggested that the Democrats should recruit me to run for president, which is kind of special because it means that in the space of 20 years.
Alluding to the movement's inclination to stifle opposing viewpoints and enforce uniformity of opinion.
For Hitler.
He has highlighted many instances where this culture of outrage has restricted freedom of expression, cautioning that it threatens to foster a society where innovation, discussion, and even humor are stifled by fear of reprisal. A notably sharp criticism from Maher arose during a conversation regarding cancel culture. He contended that it not only suppresses creativity, but also deters authentic conversation, substituting it with theatrical indignation. Maher expressed sorrow over how the fear of being canceled has compelled numerous artists and thinkers to self-censor, which restricts the diversity of ideas and viewpoints that can be investigated. What renders Maher's critique particularly important is his standing within the liberal faction. His insights, originating from an individual who holds many progressive beliefs, contest the idea that dissent is synonymous with betrayal. Rather, Maher's bold commentary highlights the importance of self-reflection, even within one's ideological community, to maintain the values of free speech and open discussion in an ever more divided culture. Matthew McConaughey. Matthew McConaughey has become a unique presence in Hollywood, a moderate voice in a realm frequently characterized by extremes.
Thank you to the Academy for this, all 6,000 members, thank you.
Famous for his relaxed charisma and thoughtful perspective.
Hi.
McConaughey has consistently confronted the divided nature of contemporary dialogue, motivating people to transcend division and emphasize unity and common values. In contrast to numerous celebrities who favor one end of the political spectrum, McConaughey has adopted a more neutral stance. He has publicly condemned the risks associated with both far-left and far-right ideologies, warning about the estrangement that arises from extreme partisanship. His message is straightforward yet impactful. We must unite. During interviews and public events, he has encouraged individuals to participate in constructive discussions, seek shared interests, and collaborate toward solutions that are advantageous for all. This centrist ideology has struck a chord with people, especially in a time when polarization appears to pervade all areas of public life. McConaughey's appeals for togetherness are not just empty phrases, they stem from his conviction in humanity's ability to close gaps. This genuineness has attracted attention, leading to increasing speculation regarding a possible political future. Many view him as a revitalizing option, compared to the frequently polarizing personalities that overshadow politics. A rational voice amid chaotic periods. McConaughey's method embodies a wider societal desire for equilibrium and concession, reminding us that finding common ground signifies strength rather than weakness. His centrist position has established him as a thought leader, demonstrating that even in a world filled with division, there is space for voices promoting unity and understanding. Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle, considered one of the most impactful comedians of our era, has emerged as a key player in the discussion surrounding free speech and artistic freedom. His Netflix special, The Closer, sparked a huge wave of debate for its open discussion of delicate issues.
Rowling, my God, J.K. Rowling wrote all the Harry Potter books by herself. She sold so many books, the Bible worries about her.
Especially concerning the transgender community. The response was quick and fierce, featuring protests from advocacy organizations, demands for the special's cancellation, and even dissent within Netflix itself. Nevertheless, Chappelle remained resolute, unapologetically advocating for his art and his right to express his truth. He claimed that the purpose of comedy is to inspire reflection, question social standards, and initiate tough discussions, not to adhere to the demands of political correctness. In a public statement after the criticism, he asserted, "To the transgender community, I am open to meeting with you, but you will not call me. I will not yield to anyone's requests." Netflix encountered criticism for choosing to support Chappelle, but CEO Ted Sarandos stood by the special, asserting, "We uphold his creative freedom, regardless of controversy." This backing from a significant platform represented a unique case of a corporate organization valuing artistic expression more than public opposition. Chappelle's position has received both praise and backlash. Some see his actions as a courageous defense of free speech in a time of growing censorship, while others contend that his remarks reinforce damaging stereotypes. No matter the viewpoint, his narrative highlights the intricacies of managing artistic liberty alongside social duty, solidifying his role as a key player in the contemporary free speech movement. By standing firm in his beliefs, Chappelle has ignited an important dialogue about the boundaries of expression, compelling both supporters and detractors to confront the place of comedy in the modern era. Clint Eastwood, a giant in Hollywood, has consistently supported conservative and libertarian principles during his career. In a field predominantly associated with liberal ideals, Eastwood's steadfast adherence to his beliefs has distinguished him as one of the most atypical personalities in the entertainment industry.
Pig shit.
I think he's got some of that pig shit in his ear.
His method of filmmaking is far from traditional, frequently challenging the norm and stretching limits. Movies such as American Sniper and Richard Jewell provide strong avenues for Eastwood's libertarian perspective, examining topics of patriotism, individual liberty, and the intricacies of justice. American Sniper especially emphasizes the internal struggle of its main character, depicting the sacrifices done for one's nation, while exploring the complexities of warfare and the human experience.
Move!
At the same time, Richard Jewell highlights the flaws in justice and the risks of media-influenced stories, stressing personal rights and the significance of due process. Eastwood's knack for crafting engaging narratives without yielding to mainstream fads showcases his artistic integrity. He consistently creates stories that resonate with a wide audience, frequently questioning political correctness and traditional beliefs. This dedication to honesty and free speech has established Eastwood as a pioneer in Hollywood, demonstrating that genuineness, rather than following trends, results in enduring achievement. Even in his 90s, Clint Eastwood is still a formidable presence, persistently directing and producing films that surpass expectations. His career stands as a lasting illustration of the strength of creative liberty, showing that remaining faithful to one's principles can connect with audiences for many years. Ricky Gervais. Ricky Gervais has become an expert at expressing what many people are frequently too scared to articulate. Renowned for his bold humor, Gervais has established a career by confronting the standards of both society and the entertainment sector.
Let's all laugh at me, the comedy night guard.
One of his most notable moments occurred while he hosted the Golden Globe Awards, when he pointedly remarked to the star-studded audience, "You're not in a position to preach to the public about anything."
Right? You're in no position to lecture the public about anything.
His remarks reverberated throughout the room, exposing Hollywood's double standards and establishing the mood for an evening of unreserved humor. What sets Gervais apart is his unwavering dismissal of political correctness. He has consistently maintained that comedy ought not to be restricted by social sensitivities or the need to comply.
So I got you a goat, but I gave it away. Next year I'm going to go, oh, I got you a hedgehog, but I threw it to some gypsies on the way. Is that all right?
Rather, he thinks it ought to act as an instrument for questioning authority, revealing hypocrisy, and igniting significant discussions. His stand-up performances frequently tackle contentious and sensitive subjects, ranging from political matters to societal concerns. But Gervais consistently presents his critiques with a biting humor and a keen intellect that eases even the most fragile audiences. His readiness to voice the truth to authority has rendered him a divisive figure, adored by some and condemned by others. Regardless of the criticism, Gervais continues to uphold his dedication to free speech and believes in the ability of comedy to reflect societal issues. His audacious take on humor demonstrates that laughter can serve as a powerful and occasionally uneasy method for confronting the tough realities we frequently seek to evade. Ultimately, Gervais' humor highlights that remaining silent in the presence of hypocrisy is much more perilous than voicing our opinions. These performers and humorists have demonstrated extraordinary bravery in challenging the prevailing cultural standards in Hollywood. Their narratives illustrate a wider fight for freedom of expression in a sector that frequently values conformity more than diversity of thought. As discussions about woke culture keep developing, their behaviors highlight the significance of remaining loyal to one's convictions, even amidst significant pressure. These people have not only confronted Hollywood's norms, but have also motivated numerous others to follow suit. What is your opinion on the actions of these performers? Do you think Hollywood ought to adopt a wider range of viewpoints? Leave your opinions in the comments section below, and remember to like and subscribe for more detailed stories.